guys, what's up? It's me, Kaya, and today we'll be filming paint pouring. Okay, so the things that we'll be using is 4 canvases, some objects, which are white, and I will be using 2, maybe 3 butterflies. They're all going to be slightly different, and a big surprise object. I will be using a pouring medium to make my own type of paint pouring paint. I also have a little kit that I am using the butterflies from that come with its own paint pouring paint. So I will be testing out that. I will be using this star to put onto the canvas and then put the paint in. I'm going to be using this tool. It's like an art comb kind of thing. It's a standard one, I guess. And it will be used to make the designs. And then I will be using this tin to hold the projects of the paint in so it doesn't get everywhere. And then I will be using cups to put the paint in, and then so that I can make the paint. Then I will also be using the cup to put all the paint in once I'm done and pour it on. I won't be doing that for all of them, but for most of them I will be doing that. And let's go ahead and get started.
Okay, so this is my first paint pouring one. I'm using colors red, orange, and yellow. And right now I'm just making my red. So what I am doing is I poured in my pouring medium. And then you put in the color. And I put in my red. And then I didn't like how light it was, so I did put a bit more in to make it a bit darker, and then I'm doing the exact same thing with the orange. Now, the pouring medium will dry clear, so it won't change your color that much. So if it's super light, it will dry a bit darker. Just so you know. And then I'm just mixing up my yellow now, and you want to make sure that you mix it up very well. And then now what I did was I grabbed my star and put it down, and then I just started putting it all in, and you want to make sure that you get in all of the holes. And then I did put it out on the outside just a little bit because it makes a bit of a better effect. And then once you have it all in, you take the star off, and then you just start pouring it around so that it gets everywhere. And I just started moving it around until it got everywhere, and then just position it how you want, and you're done. Ta-da! That's what it looks like when it's all dried. Okay, time for the next one. This is my green one. So I just made my green, obviously, and it's like a medium green. And then I am going to make a light green, which did end up drying gray. It looks a bit gray, but it's supposed to be a light green. So that's what I was going for. And then this is my tealy turquoise, which I just love how that color ended up. And then I'm just pouring it into a cup. I'm doing the cup method. I just rubbed around a bit. Then I'm just pouring it all around. And then adding a bit of extra color just because I didn't have a lot in that cup. Twist it around a bit and then pouring it and moving the tray around so that it gets everywhere. I'm just getting those little edges that I wasn't quite able to get to, and I'm just moving the paint around with a stick to get it to there. And ta-da! This is the final product. This is as it's drying though. And then we have this one, which I did use a tool for, and what I'm doing is I'm just making the colors right now. So I have a blue, which I think I might change to a lighter blue. Yep, there we go. I actually like that lighter blue a lot better because the dark blue was just a bit too, it was like a medium blue, but I just like the light blue better because it's kind of going better with the theme for this specific one. I think this one, I'm probably going to call it the fuzzy one because I kind of want it to have a fuzzy effect. And then I'm just mixing up the purple now, and I added a bit of white and a bit of blue because I wanted it to be a bit lighter and not super dark as it was originally. And then I wanted it to have a bit more bluey, I guess, because it's yeah, I don't know. I think it looks nicer with a bit of blue mixed in. Then I'm making the pink, and I just love how that pink turned out. I think it's so pretty. And then this one, I'm just like straight up pouring it onto the thing for the thing, and then I'm just like pouring the other paint into there, into the paint so that it makes like dots. I'm just swerving it around a bit with the extras. You want to make sure that you have a lot, and then I'm just, making sure that it gets everywhere as you usually would, right? But you want to make sure that you have a lot of paint on there, and you want to make sure that you do it over a tray. Otherwise, it will get very messy. And just making sure that I'm getting all of the edges. And there we go. And then what I'm doing is I'm just grabbing my tool right now. It's this like scraper thingy. So I'm doing is I'm going along and I'm scraping it, and then I'm going back because I want to make it a bit more like fuzzy-ish, I guess. Like I want to make sure that you can really tell that I used the tool. I really like how that looks because it's almost like you can't quite tell what it is, but you do know what it is, like that kind of thing. And then the next step is one of the objects, which is the butterflies. What I did was they have this I got this from a package, so yeah. So they have a little stick, and then they have a little hole in each butterfly in a certain spot, so you stick the stick in. And then what I'm doing, which you can't quite see, but I poured the paint packets, which they used a different thicker paint, so wasn't the best because it wasn't really coming out that well. So, but I poured it in and then I dumped it, but only the top color came out really. So I had to actually pour the paint onto it after. And then it wasn't falling as it should because it's supposed to get everywhere, so I had to grab the paint with my hand and put it all around to make sure that everywhere it got paint. And then I also dipped it in a bit, but there wasn't enough paint down there for it to properly dip, So didn't love this package, but it is looking nice, so can't complain too much. But I didn't love how I had to use my hands to get it everywhere, but I do like how it looks so far. And then it should dry really nice. Now it took a really long time for them to dry, so this is as they were drying, still wet though. And then this is my next one, and this I used a lot of colors. I used 6 colors, and it's like the rainbow colors. So you got pink, or it's the pastel though. So you got pink, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, and I'm just making some more of those colors because so far I have used all of those colors. Wait, I haven't actually used the green yet, but I did use the teal, so that's what that's from. And then, wait, no, I did use the green actually. Yeah, I did. Sorry, I completely forgot about that one. So anyways, I added a bit of teal into the green though. Not a lot, so it's not really noticeable, but just a little bit to make it a bit more bluey, And I had to add a bit more of the paint pouring stuff because they're just the pouring medium stuff because there just quite wasn't enough in there to have enough paint. So I'm just mixing up the other ones now. And I didn't have enough sticks so that they all have a different one. So the purple and the pink are using the same stick, which is why there's not a stick in the pink one right now. And I just, yeah. So, and then I have my canvas and everything that I'm going to pour it in. And I'm just yeah, I just had to find my star quickly. So I put the star on and then just quickly mixing up that pink because I forgot to mix the rest of that little bit of pouring medium that I added in. I'm adding it into all of them. And this time I'm not putting it on the edges. But the thing with not putting it on the edges, it will fall out eventually, depending on how much paint you put in. So it will start to seep out. As you can see, it is slowly coming out, the pink. And then the orange will come out, and then some yellow. I had to grab a little bit more yellow, scoop it out a bit, because there wasn't really a lot coming out. And then same with the green. But the thing with that is that it will sink to the bottom sometimes, so you can't always see it. So like, if it looks like you have the same amount of paint, it's probably just like closer to the bottom. Then I let it go, and that's what it looks like. The colors, it's like, the main colors were like the green and the pink. And then, but once you swerved it around, the purple was pretty big. But then it all depends on like where you swerve it to next, because you could squish the purple, right? So the purple right now is the biggest thing. But then once I used this tool, the green kind of came out a bit more. I don't know why, because like you can still tell that the purple's there, but it does look a bit greeny once it dried, and that's like not quite dry, but like, anyways, next thing, the heart. Okay, so first thing that I do, obviously, mix the paints, and I was kind of thinking not like a theme or anything, but like almost like pastel. So like I'm doing a super light blue. I even added a bit of white to my light blue. And same with the turquoisey tealy color. I added a little bit of white, so the turquoisey color, and then a pinch of blue just to add a bit more, you know? Because like what do you even call that color? Because it's not a turquoise, because it's just not quite that color, because turquoise is like very blue with a bit of green, you know? But then teal is like a bit darker than that, so I guess it's just going to be turquoisey teal until I figure out what to actually call it. And then I made my purple, and that's all the colors. And then I just put them all into the one cup, poured it on. But you can't really tell that there's a lot of purple. Like you can see a bit on the top, but on the sides, can't really see that at all. So I'm making a bit more purple, and then same with the turquoise, see teal, because you can't quite see that at all, because the blue took over a lot, because I did add a lot of blue, so I guess that, and I also put it on the top, so it was like the top layer, so that, or sorry, the bottom layer, I mean, so it made it the most like memorable, I guess, you know, so. And then I decided I wanted to add a bit of white just to make it like pop a bit more. But then I was like, oh, it kind of looks weird to just have like a straight white line with no other colors. So I decided to add all the other colors on top, which is what I'm doing now. But then you couldn't quite tell and / see the white, so I just added the white. But it looks weird with just like dots of white, so I decided why don't I blow on it, which is what I did. But then on the sides, there wasn't really a lot of like enough color on certain spots. So that's just what I did right there, where I was putting it on the sides and not quite on the top. Then I put it down, and I just started blowing on it, which wasn't actually the best idea. It looks really nice on the top when you blow on it, but not quite on the sides, just because then it kind of covers up, like you can see the beige, which is the original color. It's, well, not a beige, but like the creamy color. And then I started filling in with my hands the sides of it and everything, like the spots that didn't quite have it, with the bottom color, because I actually really do like the bottom color. And then I decided, instead of me blowing on it, why don't I use a blow dryer? But I could only find this like certain blow dryer, and it wasn't like, it was working perfectly fine, but it wasn't like moving the paint on the heart, just like underneath. Because as you can see, I'm like testing it to see if it was working or not, because I'm like, is it just not like, is it just not built for that? But it was working. It was just didn't work for that specific thing, I guess, on the heart. So I started adding a bit more color with the sticks, and this is the final product.
Okay, so this is our end product. So here's our first one. Ooh, a little bit sticky. And I love how this turned out, even though they're not my favorite colors, because I'm not really a huge like warm toned person, you know, like red, orange, yellow. But I do love how this turned out, because the yellow pops so much. I just love that. And it like, the way that it just like, kind of like, just love that for it. This one, I think it looks really good. I don't love how that, it's that grayish color was supposed to be like a light green turquoise kind of thing, but it turned out more so gray. I do still like it, and I love that bottom color so much, but it wasn't supposed to turn that color. This one, from close up, you can see the good, like the real design, but from far away it looks kind of fuzzy almost, which I actually like that better. So I love how it kind of looks almost fuzzy. This one, I like it. Not my favorite though. The colors kind of combined and it dried a lot darker because the pouring medium is clear when it dries. So I still like it a lot, but just like not my favorite out of all of them. We have the butterflies, the 2 butterflies. They didn't dry the best, so this part's all dry, but then the back isn't that dry that much, just because it did fall when it was drying, so it was like, that part was on the tin, so it was just like in paint the entire time while it was drying for the one side, so it's not entirely dry yet, but this one is mostly dry. I love how that light color pops out a lot on this one. There's not a lot of purple on it. The colors did kind of combine to make a pretty blue, and then you can see the dark blue. So, and you can see the little hole where the popsicle stick was in. Oops, wrong side. Okay, and then you have the second one where there's a lot more blue, a lot of purple on the one side. This is the side that's not entirely dry yet. So you will be able to see more of the detail once it dries a bit better. I do like how there's a bit more of that lighter blue because it makes it just pop a bit more. You can't really tell, like you can tell right there that that's the actual navy, but for the rest of it, you can't really tell. But there's a lot of purple, which does actually make the purple stand out a lot more than the other one. Still, love it. Then we have our heart, which is my favorite, I would say. Sorry, my knee was itchy there. Oops. Okay, so the bottom didn't dry the best because it was in paint most of the time. I do love how it turned out. I wasn't going to add the white, but I just love how the white looks on top because it just like pops a bit, makes all the colors pop even more. And then you can see all the layers that I did on it. I'll show you guys the other side too. It's a bit sticky. So this side, not as much, like you can still see a bit of the original color. But I do like how it just like turned out overall. This is obviously the back because this side is, personally, I think looks a bit better, but you can go either way, really. And then, yeah, if I were to do this again, like for this one specifically, I'd probably keep it the same because I just love how you can see all the layers, then all the drips as well. I did blow on it a bit just to make sure the top wasn't all like dot, drip, you know, kind of thing. So that it like just like blends out a bit more, which I actually do love so much. And then I have this one, which I did not film on camera. I just used the rest of the paints that I had from this because I had a bit left over and I just put it all together and made this. And I had every single color that I used, I had at least a little bit left. So all of them I had a little bit left, basically. And then they kind of combined a bit to make that like grayish color. But it's not my favorite, but it was an easy way to use the rest of the paint that I had because once you have the pouring medium in it, like, you could use it for other projects, but, like, it will also dry. So, you know, there. That is these are the final products. Ta-da! This is the end of Kaya Creates Paint Pouring video. See you guys next time. Bye!